Okay, so I was messing around with my Hammond Collection Concavinator here a couple days ago, and it got me to think, actually, which is better in terms of collecting? The Hammond Collection, Amber Collection style Mattel stuff, or more accurate, high-quality models like Beasts of the Mesozoic? And so no, this won't be a review video, but a lot more so a comparison video, in case any of you guys want to collect some of these models yourselves, which is a better selection based on my personal opinions. Okay, so yeah, I do have a particularly high bias towards Mattel's animals, but it's for a reason. It's not reasonless. And a lot of those reasons are actually why I have a lot more Mattel animals than I do, say, more realistic models. When it comes down to availability, Mattel's animals are a lot more available. It depends. It depends on what year it is. Since, like, there's Metriacanthosaurus here, this is a 2023 release, so it's a lot less likely to be in stores. But when it is in stores, or when it was, almost everywhere, namely Target. Yeah, Target. Hammond Collection are Target exclusives, so it's not really everywhere, but definitely in Target. Whereas Beasts of the Mesozoic, such as Tyrannus, online only. So it's a lot harder to find. Actually, it's a bit easier to find if you Google it, but, like, definitely not going to find it in stores. And so, Demetria aside, Hammond Collection and Amber Collection, before they were replaced by Hammond Collection in 2022, Target exclusives, so you could actually find them physically, and they were a lot more easily accessible. Overall, Mattel better prices their animals compared to, like, Creative Beast Studio or PNSO, especially for, like, the quality that you are getting. I'm not saying Beasts of the Mesozoic is bad. It's not. Overall, they're a lot more realistic. But in terms of price, Mattel is a lot better. Like, even if their Hammond Collection and Amber Collection, for, when they did exist, is a little bit more expensive than their average animals. Like, I believe the Ceratosaurus was about $20, maybe $22. That's at least, it's decently sized, and every one of its joints here is posable. Except for the tail, that's only this joint. But it has a metal rod, which allows you to articulate it, so that's nice. But like, compared to the Chianchisaurus here, who is almost about the exact same size, lengthwise anyway. Height is a little shorter, but lengthwise almost the exact same, maybe a bit short. Like $80 or $90 for this. I'm not complaining, it is very well done. The detail is absolutely amazing. But besides that, every joint that it has, it is capable of bending at, except for the tail, again, metal rod. I guess, like, it can bend in a couple additional places, like at the mid part and the hands. But, like, aside from that, overall, this is better priced for this size, if you ask me. When it comes down to details, this is not a hard choice. Beasts of the Mesozoic for the win every time. Simply because Mattel is a toy company, but like, their dinosaur line is Jurassic World based. In Jurassic World, although they're getting better at implementing new animals, or more accurate animals, let's hope Rebirth does that, it's Jurassic World. They're not going to have the most accurate things. Like, this Dilophosaur model, it's not that terrible. If it weren't for the fact that it did come with a frill, I just removed the frill. It's an accessory, so I can do that. It's not broken. I've still got it. I just like to take it off because it's an accurate Dilophosaur. But, like, the hands, technically, should be like this for the elbow to look accurate, but then they're pronated, so I do that. And, like, the rest of it's not terrible. The crest, I think, is supposed to be a different shape. But, like, besides that, the Beast of the Mesozoic Moros is so much more detailed. It bends in almost the exact same places, except for right here in the middle and right there. Now, I guess that's the neck joint. But, like, the detail is so much better. You have all those tiny little feather details on the entire body, the miniature wings, quote-unquote, all the way down to the tail, which has roughly a tail fan. I guess these are more so like proto feathers and whatnot, but like there's a distinct difference between the feathers there and the scales down there. The feet detail is amazing. In the mouth, you can actually see that, okay, the teeth aren't very well done on the mouth, but hey, it's because of how small it is. It's got lips, so you can't see the teeth when the mouth is closed. So in terms of detail, Beasts of the Mesozoic is a better choice. And realism is the last thing I am counting this as, in this quick little showdown, I guess you could say. Hammond Collection, it's supposed to be a lot more realistic in terms of film accuracy. Although with Carnotaurus here, you're really not going to get much more accurate than this, because Jurassic World absolutely cooked when designing their Carnotaurus. The only primary problems I can see are it lacks lips and it has elbows. A Belosaurus shouldn't have elbows. But like besides that, this is an absolutely amazing model for, I think, was like $30-ish. The feet, they're pretty small, which is good, but like the feet make it a little bit challenging to pose it correctly, especially in a soft surface. Surprised I managed to get it on my bed. Whereas Beasts of the Mesozoic, in terms of accuracy, almost perfect every time. Even with their Pyroraptor, insanely fragmentary animal, it looks very realistic, down to like the feathers and the scales themselves. Of course, with an animal as fragmentary as Pyroraptor, this is largely speculation. But even still, I would recommend Beasts of the Mesozoic when it comes down to accuracy. Okay, so there are a couple extra few things I like about Beasts of the Mesozoic over Hammond Collection. It's a couple minor things. The first one has to do with the box. Like, the box design is nice and all. Complaint, you can barely read what the animal's name is if, you know, the creature itself was in it. Which, like, Hammond Collection isn't that far off box design-wise. But, like, what I like particularly is the back. Because as opposed to the back of Hammond Collection animals, which gives you a little bit of movie lore, and also tells you what movie it's from, Beasts of the Mesozoic actually gives you information about the animal itself, and shows you what other creatures you can collect in Wave 1. You're my next target. So there's that. Also, Beasts of the Mesozoic comes with additional legs and interchangeable feet. That way you can, like, make it pose in different ways and whatnot, so that's pretty nice. I mean, if you're brave enough to do all that, I'm personally not. Beasts of the Mesozoic also comes with stands for all of your dinosaurs to stand on. Let's see, this one's Pyroraptors. It's got little holes in it so you can put a support beam into. Tyrannus actually has a metal knob here that you can stick its foot in so it stands. I haven't done that quite yet, but I have put Moros on this one and Chianchisaurus on this one. There you go, got it on. It does come with a support rod hole that you can brace against the legs or the chest itself. I have yet to find a good pose to actually manage that, but like it can stand well both with that. Yeah, okay, Pyroraptor aside, really, most of the theropods can stand okay without their bases, but it's recommended against. And also, Beasts of the Mesozoic comes with collectible cards about the animals that you collected. So that's very nice. Basically, it's just a little bit less info than what's on the box, and then the other side is art of the respective animal. So, what do I suggest? Depends. If you want something realistic, but also cheap enough, Hammond Collection's a good option. If you don't mind a higher price for something roughly the exact same size, Beasts of the Mesozoic works just as well, as is the case why I got Chianchisaurus. But, like, besides that, really up to you. In terms of other realistic animal companies, like PNSO or Rebor, they both do pretty accurate looking dinosaurs. They're just not posable like Beasts of the Mesozoic is. But yeah, that's it.